my gosh, Duke.
Yeah.
Did he get into the Oreos? The elf on the shelf is out of control.
Yeah.
Does your Uber driver ever just blow by you when you're standing on the side of the road? Because here comes mine. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Our company is based here in Stamford, Connecticut. Not much to look at on a gray, cloudy day, but it is a straight shot right in Manhattan, about 45 minutes. And today I have some interviews to do for a couple of very key positions. So according to this new format of the Get Off the Couch vlog, it is Do Something Today Day, which basically this new format will be following each day one of the 6 behaviors of the Get Off the Couch lifestyle, right? Beginning each week with Make Your Mindset, followed by Envision with Precision. Today is Do Something Today Day. Tomorrow we'll be talking about Yearn to Learn. The following day, Perpetuate and Iterate. And finally, on the weekends, we talk about playing along the way. Play along the way. A key essential step, behavior that is, inside of this Get Off the Couch method to making things happen. That's what it's about, making things happen, doing big things, thinking big, working small. And that's kind of what this vlog is about. So let's talk about doing something today. And in the spirit of keeping the tradition alive, we're gonna pick up where we left off last week. Because what would be more appropriate to the theme of Do Something Today than to unpack a little more of the Lovesac story. The saga continues, this mini-series as it were. I would say this third and kind of central behavior in the Get Off the Couch ethos really is the foundational behavior. The idea of just do something. You know, I have met how many entrepreneurs or wannabe entrepreneurs that will say, oh my gosh, I have this idea, it's amazing. And I say, well, what have you done? Well, I mean, I'm still just thinking about, like, here's the thing, right? It's all about action. And it's not about blind action. We talk about envision with precision, and we talk about, how to get your mindset right, first of all. But the quintessential move is to do something today, even if that do something is to sit down and actually formally make a plan, as it were. So Lovesac began without any sort of plan. And in fact, all I was doing was the next thing, okay? So where we left off last time, I had just returned from my LDS mission, 2 years in Taiwan, learned Mandarin Chinese, came back, met Dave Underwood as he was fixing his Jeep at my next door neighbor's house because I needed somebody's help to pull the Lovesac out of the garage, dust it off, and take it to the drive-in movies. And that's kind of where we left off. And so how did that turn into a company? And a lot of people want to know that story, like how did it actually turn into a company, right? Well, funny you should ask. Believe it or not, even after pulling the Lovesac out of the garage and taking it to the drive-in movies that fateful night with Dave Underwood and friends, it was months before Lovesac became a business. And by the way, another year or so before, Dave joined on as a partner. So I spent that summer of 1998, before I started the company officially, doing 3 things, right? 1, recovering from my 2-year mission in Taiwan, where, I had to be a good missionary. I was focused. I wasn't looking at girls. I was speaking Mandarin every day. It's like another life, another universe. And recovering from that, having dived right back into school the day I got home as a mechanical engineering major now at the University of Utah, was a head trip, a total mess. And, began dating again, pulled that Lovesac out to go to the drive-ins, and I was all screwed up in the head and just trying to recover, get my feet beneath me. 2, playing. Began wakeboarding again, taking the boat out. My parents had this little boat that we'd had since I was a teenager. This tiny little 17-foot glass-drawn that I spent the summer installing a wakeboard tower, one of the first ever. It's like a pole, like almost like it was literally a plumber's pipe installed in the middle of the boat. I bought half the boat with the money that I worked for while going to school full time. I also worked as a cell phone salesman, and that was kind of the third thing, working at home base. So think of Home Depot with a cell phone kiosk for VoiceStream Wireless, if that doesn't date me. And there I was the VoiceStream guy. I was slinging cell phones out of a kiosk when I came up with the idea, actually. So fast forward 6 months, lots of wakeboarding, lots of playing, which is, you know, where I think that principle, play along the way, was ingrained in me from a young age, because, you know, if you don't do it along the way, you wake up much later like me now, and you haven't done much. So you can't forget that one. But you know, the summer of playing around, wakeboarding, doing all those crazy things, and just earning money slinging cell phones. And it was boring, you know, hanging out inside of this home improvement warehouse kiosks, slinging cell phones all day. I had a lot of downtime, you know, no one to talk to sometimes when it was slow. And this neighbor of mine kept bugging me every time he saw me drive down the street, you know, with the Lovesac in the back of a truck, or I had this black Toyota. I literally bought the Back to the Future truck. I had the black Toyota, oversized tires, SR5 truck. It was like, oh, so cool. And I tote the Lovesac, you know, it wasn't a Lovesac. I tote the giant black and tan, not beanbag thing around in the back. And this neighbor of mine, the Turleys, always wanted one for their kids and kept bugging me every time they saw me drive up and down the street, going camping, taking out wherever. And one day I'm sitting down at this Home, you know, Depot kiosk thing, and I had all this time on my hands, and I got thinking, all right, you know, if I'm going to make this thing for my neighbors, you know, it was like September, October, back in school now, and I literally remember spinning a quarter on the table, you know, just kind of wasting time, literally spinning a quarter, thinking, you know, if I'm gonna make this thing for my neighbors, after all, because they would not stop hounding me, you know, like, this is what we want to do, make us one for Christmas. Poof, New York City. So there I am, literally spinning a quarter on the top of this, you know, kiosk desk, bored out of my mind, trying to think, all right, if I'm going to make my neighbors one of these not beanbag things, I'm going to sell it to them. So I need a company, right? I mean, because that's even dumber. Why not? And I needed a name that's like, you know, 1970s beanbag, retro, hippie, flower child, flower bag, love, peace, hate, war, love bag, love sack. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Drove down to the Utah State Tax Commission, paid $25 to register the name Lovesac, actually spelled with an Lovesack. Mind you, this is on Halloween Day of 1998. Halloween Day of 1998, I thought, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna get off the couch and go make something happen. And that is what I believe separates entrepreneurs from people who want to be entrepreneurs. The ability to just take that step, right? Which is why the quintessential and central element to the get off the couch ethos is to just do something right now. And that is what we will dedicate every day, every week, this day to. Talking about doing something now from different angles, different aspects. But this week it's fun to share with you a bit of my story. So the saga continues. That is how Lovesac was named. Everyone wants to know, how'd you come up with this crazy name? I wish I had a better story. I wish I were more genius. You know, the truth is Lovesac's turned out to be a really special name. Fantastic. It's sticky. It's 7 letters. It's a license plate. It's a phone number. You'll never forget it, right? Like it or not, you know, it's not a dirty website. It sticks in your mind. It makes you smile. You know, you can get funny with it. You can get cute with it. You can get emotional with it, or you can just sit on it. But either way, that's how Lovesac was born. Get off the couch. Go make something happen. Do something. Do something. Take a step today. I didn't know what I was going to do with this company once I registered it, but I was in business as of October 31st, 1998. And the rest, as they say, is history. I don't come into the city every day. I mean, for sure once a week to teach that class at Parsons that I teach every Tuesday night. And then, you know, whenever there's business here. But I'll tell you what, it's been a great location to grow a company, to be this close to so many investors, to so many PR outlets, media outlets, talent, designers, shows, you know what I mean, conventions. Everything comes to New York, and it's been a huge blessing. You know, it was a really tough leap to move out here from Salt Lake City, Utah 10 years ago. All my children have been born in Connecticut, and you know, New York is just sort of part of our life now. It's so weird because I would have never predicted that, ever, when I founded Lovesac, right, 18 years ago, technically, when I registered it, when I made the first Lovesac 21 years ago. Oh my gosh, 22 years ago. And now we're in New York, doing big stuff, making it happen. So, you know, I'm kind of hoping that that's one unique aspect of this particular vlog is, you know, I'm not sitting at a desk doing this for a living. This isn't my job. I have a day job. It's called running Lovesac as the CEO and founder, and lots to do. And, you know, that's, I think, the most unique aspect is that I haven't made it, is that I'm not just some rich dude posting about his Lamborghinis or whatever. You're watching me hustle. You're watching me try and make it work. You're watching me try and go from tens of millions into the hundreds of millions. And I may do it, I may not, right? The best part is you get to be a fly on the wall. And if I'm full of crap and all my talk about talking big and working small and you know, envision with precision and just do something, and all of these elements of the get off the couch attitude, lifestyle, ethos, is all a bunch of crap, well then, we'll find out, won't we? You get to have a front row seat. You know, as a retail guy, that is a fantastic storefront. I love New York, it's amazing. And here's another one. Look at that Ferragamo. Ferragamo Cartier. May not be for everyone, but man, they do it right. Well, that was a long day. What's weirder, I can't escape. Look at this line behind me. Apparently, that is the line for the tree lighting at the Rockefeller Center. And I am stuck inside these fences trying to make my way to Grand Central. What's going on? Pepper, what are you making?
I'm making something
For who? Is that for a soldier?
Yeah.
So we can say Merry Christmas?
No. Because they're fighting for us and we want to give them a gift.
Why are we writing letters to soldiers?
Because they can't come home for Christmas.
Why can't they come home for Christmas?
Because they're fighting for us.
That's right. You guys are awesome.
Like, oh, that's awesome. Oh, like, why do you do that? I know, we had...
Duke!
I buy my coats at super big.
Don't carry the baby.
He's okay. He's not like he's called third child.
Duke, he's not one of us.
Oh, no, you're good. Well, hopefully that works for you.
Gabe, what are you doing?
You just have to color.
Thanks for coming to visit us.
This is a soldier.
What's he doing?
I'm just kidding. Come on.
Fighting some bad people.
Does he have a fish?
No, he's fighting some bad people.
What's that?
That's a... I'm not really good at that. This is a sword and this is him and this is
Oh, it's a shield.
And this is my name.
Yeah, I would love that. Will you draw a Christmas tree in it too?
I love how you drew your name.
Draw a Christmas
I
tree
need
right
It is perfectly backwards.
Green.
That's almost impressive.
now. I don't know how she did that.
Mine is a picture of a decorated Christmas room. Like a room in a house that is decorated. I need the. Where's the art of tracers? I'm gonna make
Double stuffed.
Ah! Yeah.
Oh, the Christmas Oreos.
This is how you draw a computer. How many do we get? This is how you draw a computer.
Well, now the double stuffed. Only mommy gets some.
All right, Lucky, what was the best part of your day?
Dance class. I'm just kidding.
Dance class?
Yeah.
Duke, what was the best part of your day?
I don't know.
Was it Chromebook?
Oh yeah, I love Chromebook.
Valentine, what was the best part of your day?
First.
What?
Yeah.
Real men change diapers. Just saying.
Yo.
You want your Christmas PJs?
Yeah.
Valentine, what's on your PJs?
Me.
Is that Rudolph?
Me.
Say Ru- His heart was 2 sizes too small. The tall and the small would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Who's would start singing. They'd sing and they'd sing and they'd sing, 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 sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing.
Thanks for your support.
Say, share it with a friend.
Share it with a friend.
And subscribe to our vlog.
Subscribe to our blog.
Yeah. Now say, get off the couch and go make something happen.
Get off the couch and go make something happen.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.